Hey guys, this is Steph here with more random, I don't even know what to call this, more of me just rambling about some big Sonic news that had just come out. Uh, you guys really seem to like this. Almost every video I do of these goes like past 1,000 views, so I'm really surprised you guys like these, so I'm gonna keep doing them, I guess. Uh, but in case like this, it'll only be for the bigger Sonic news, but in any case, there was a lot of Sonic Forces news that happened today. Confirmation that the game would be releasing in Japan on November 9th. There was tag team gameplay finally confirmed after it had been like rumored for a little while at Gamescom. And then there was the music for Metal Sonic's boss theme. It was uploaded, and we got to see even more tag team gameplay in a Famitsu stream last night. Although from what I could tell, there wasn't really, other than the release date, the Japanese release date, and that gameplay, that tag team gameplay, there really wasn't a whole lot else that we learned. Um, but yeah, it's really, I don't even know what to say really. Like whereas Sonic Mania just seemed to be hitting the right notes very often. Like very often. Sonic Forces just kind of, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's like I have more. I, I don't know how to put it. Like it's more. I'm more curious on exactly what they're doing right now because it just seems like things are kind of not really lining up right. If you kind of get what I mean here, it's not necessarily I think the game's gonna be bad, but like I don't really know if it's gonna be as good as Mania was. Um, Not really so much because it's not hitting like the perfect game or whatever, but it's like cases with the tag team gameplay. When you're playing as the custom hero, you just it just seems like stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. It doesn't seem to flow like classic Sonic and even modern Sonic go. It just I don't particularly like when Sonic does that. I don't mind it when it kind of stops it briefly for some slow platforming because classic Sonic gameplay did that a lot, and it still does in Mania. But in this case, it just seems like it's stop and go gameplay because hey, we're gonna put 10 badniks here, 10 enemies here, have fun. It's like I don't like that. I don't like enemy spam. That's basically what Custom Hero seems to be coming. There was a brief bit in like in the actual levels of Custom Hero where you do see like some slow platforming and stuff like that, but it just seems to be primarily like enemy spam in Custom Hero, and I don't like that. That's something that Silver had to deal with and Shadow had to deal with in Sonic 06. That was something that you occasionally had to deal with in Sonic Rush. I don't. Enemy spam is not a good thing. I don't like areas where you just suddenly have to deal with a bunch of enemies. Like they do kind of negate that a little by having Wispons that take out the enemies very quickly, but the problem is that you have to stop in your tracks to do it, and I don't like that. It's not the custom hero itself as a concept is fabulous. I love that. But the gameplay is quickly shaping up to be kind of awkward. Not really something I'm thrilled about. Um, it's something I guess maybe I'll grow to love it over in time, but I'm really not. Um, I'm really not getting into this. By the way, the picture you're seeing, that is the in the in the Japan the Famitsu stream. This was the um, this was the death screen that showed up for losing a life. It was just this black screen and just miss right in the center, and I found that amusing. So I thought, hey, may as well make that the image for the video. So there you go. Apparently, let's try again in the Western version, but that's not as funny. It's not as funny as just this black screen and just simply miss right in the center. So yeah, I thought that was amusing. To the death screen in Sonic Forces was amusing. So I thought I'd make that the video thing, video image. But nevertheless, I really don't know what to make. Like as for Metal Sonic, the Metal Sonic song. Here's the thing. All right, I love the main theme of Sonic Forces. I love Fist Bump. I don't mind that track at all. The theme of Infinite was okay to me. It was alright. I mean, I wouldn't object to it. But the more we hear about the OST, the more, again, it's just the same with the gameplay. It's more like, I don't really feel like I'm into this, you know? I just, I don't like this dubstep, like this increase in dubstep and, like, and drums, and it just feels so, I don't like this. I don't. Like, I mean, I prefer like the thing about Sonic music is that even though you had um like what was it you had tracks like say Green Forest and Sonic Adventure 2 and and Tropical Resort and Sonic Colors, you really feel like the music was kick ass and stuff, but it felt so fleshed out and full. And it's like I'm not getting this vibe from Sonic music lately. I didn't really feel it. I'm okay with Sonic Mania's OST, but it didn't click to me. If you understand what I mean, it's not my thing. And this music is also becoming seems to be turning into that route. Like the OST of Sonic Forces, where it just feels like it's just not there. It's not clicking to me. Of course, if it hasn't been any indicator based on my social media accounts, I guess it's no surprise that I would dislike something like this or not really feel it with this. But the thing for me is like I'm not getting into it. You know, that's usually something that Sonic music does. Is actually something appealing. It's usually the best music in my opinion of video game music. Um, I think the original Binding of Isaac soundtrack was the only thing that came close. And it's just, I hate how this sounds so negative, but it's like, where Sonic Mania, it just seems like they hit it on the nail with gameplay so well. Even though when I get to it later on, once I've actually played the game, because, as I'm recording this, is only like there's still 5 days until it comes out on PC. So, it, it, uh, it just seems like Sonic Forces is like becoming like night and day right now. Where it feels like originally it felt like the game was intriguing and interesting. Story wise is where it's shining right now. That's where I feel like the game is getting its a highlight right now is the story. But gameplay wise, music wise, I'm just not feeling it right now. And since so and I could definitely see why people would enjoy this. And at the same time, I can see why people would dislike this. Now I'm really starting to see issues with level design that we didn't have like in February. Uh, it just feels like things are starting to well up, if you know what I mean, like bubble up. And that's not to say that I think the game will fail, that I think the game is bad. It's just something isn't clicking, you know? There's something about this game right now. I'm not really I'm not judging it as a bad game or a good game right now. I've been intrigued and even now I'm still kind of intrigued about what's gonna happen with this game. But between these hitches that I feel that the gameplay has, the hitches I feel that the music has, uh, just the sheer fact that we really aren't getting anything in terms of new levels, anything in terms of not really a whole lot of news, period, to be honest. Maybe that'll change. Considering the game's still slated to be in the works for a few months, but the thing for me is like by the time there was a few months before Sonic Mania came out, we already knew so much about the game. You know, it just feels like we're still feels like something. It seems like they're going a lot more slowly with revealing news on Sonic Forces. But that said, I don't really feel like there's a lot more to say. Like the November 9th release date that Japan is getting is pretty much in line with what I would expect from Sonic Forces, and really about what I've expected from Sonic modern Sonic releases as a whole lately. It's like they usually release in November, so it's not out of the ordinary. But yeah, I don't think there's really anything else to discuss. Just hope things kind of turn around with Sonic Forces soon because I'm starting to really get unsure about what exactly this route is. It doesn't help the fact that I really don't know. I still don't know if Classic Sonic was really worth including in this game. Story-wise, maybe there is an explanation. There are rumors going around. That's all I'll say about what's going on with the story, but I don't know. Like, something just doesn't feel right. Just whereas with Sonic Mania, it was just like you felt this was going to be good. With this, it's just uncertainty right now. But I mean, we'll see. There's still plenty of time. But anyway, guys, I'll see you all for another random yapping video that I do. I don't know. But for now, this is SSF signing out. Sayonara, guys.